Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Today I am joined by Patrick, widely known as the King of Connections in the real estate world. He has over 35 years of experience spanning real estate investing, blogging, brokerage, development, and building. So Patrick's been involved in thousands of real estate transactions throughout his career, but beyond his investing expertise, he's also a master of blogging for leads and collaborative marketing. He leverages his extensive network of real estate experts, coaches, podcast hosts, course creators, SAS companies, just to drive success. I mean, this guy does it all. So Patrick, without further ado, my friend, welcome to the show. Super excited to have you on today. Why don't you just introduce to the audience who you are, your background, and just how you got here, man?
You got it. Thanks so much. I guess with that intro, we could call it a wrap and close and end the interview. But anyhow, that's a wonderful intro. Thank you so much. So my name is Patrick Yepez. I started out in this beautiful space of real estate investing. I actually started out as a real estate agent and then broker in the state of New Jersey. Did my first fix and flip about 31 years ago, and never stopped. So I love the business. I love real estate investing. It really creates wealth and generational wealth, which is so important. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself without boring you, but I'll be quick about it. Started out, as I mentioned, as an agent, was working actively as a real estate broker. Did my first deal and then fell in love with, as I mentioned, with real estate investing. I've been doing real estate investing for the past 35 years. I was a builder in the state of New Jersey. My company now is based out of Miami. It's called Florida Express Home Buyers. Now, I do own two other businesses. One of them is Dream Big Digital Products. We create digital products and software applications that help real estate investors get to their goals. And I also own a company called Dream Big Marketing Services. We provide marketing services, webinars, workshops, boot camps, you name it, for coaches, SaaS company owners, hosts, influencers in the REI space. But today, what I wanted to focus on is something that's really dear to my heart, which might sound boring, but it's not. It's blogging. And blogging, I love it because it has helped me grow my businesses. Since I started out, when I started out as an agent, there was no internet, but soon after, I used blogging to grow my brokerage business. I used blogging as a real estate investor in New Jersey, and blogging is magical. So we all, as real estate investors, we all use various strategies. And I've done it all. So, I remember doing, driving for dollars and cold calling. I've done it all. All of those strategies work. They do work.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
But blogging is a strategy that is unique in that it's evergreen. So the actual act of blogging is evergreen. I'm sure you know that if you blog, if you cold call, or if you place ads, or if you send out mail, when you stop sending out that mail, when you stop cold calling, it's almost like shutting the faucet. The leads stop coming in. The unique thing about blogging, and that's what I wanted to focus on today, is that you can blog today and you can get leads today, in a week, or 2 or 3 years down the road. That's why I often suggest, if you're going to blog, create evergreen blog articles that will answer the questions that motivated sellers are querying on Google. And so I'm a firm believer of blogging. What I wanted to spend today is a few minutes. Normally, when I do a presentation, this will take me about 45 minutes, but today we're gonna do an abridged version. And I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with the audience. And what I wanted to do is I'm gonna share with you. And by the way, what I'm gonna share with you, let's go here. What I'm about to share with you is it's strategies for you to create blogs. And everything that I'm going to mention here is free. So there's no cost for you to implement what I'm about to share with you. Let me just click here. So I'm going to do, as I mentioned, in the bridge version, but you can visit this website and you can go ahead and visit reicontentpacks.com and click on on the menu bar, REI Content Starter Pack. And here is exactly the tips and the strategies that you need to employ if you want to blog, or if you're already blogging, you might learn some tips and strategies from what I'm about to present. So what's the most important part of a blog? A compelling title. It's kind of like when you're doing posts on social media. The title is what grabs the people's attention, and that's what's going to make them read the blog. But the problem is how do I come up with a title? Not all of us are gifted copywriters or brilliant about, writing copy. I use a tool that is available on coschedule.com. And this tool is a free tool. And what it does is it tests your title for things like keyword density, sentiment, the length. It's really a powerful tool that'll help you start with the most important thing, which is the title of the blog. The second thing that you need to keep in mind is that when you write blog articles, you need to make sure that they're keyword centric. In other words, Google will send traffic to your blog if it matches or is similar to the query, to the question that a motivated seller might be typing into Google. They'll send them to your blog if their keywords are there. So it's important when you write a blog to make sure that you use keywords. Again, it's easy said, but how do we implement that? Well, luckily, there's a couple of free tools for that as well. So if we go ahead, and one of them is right at your fingertip, and it's really not a tool, it's something we see every day, is what's known as predictive keyword phrases. So when you type in a query, a question inside of Google, Google will automatically, give you some ideas on autocomplete it and give you some ideas. These here, by the way, are blogs. So if for those people that say, I don't know what to write about, literally you can write 1, 2, 3, you've got about 10 blogs here that you can write. And these here are keywords. So you can use these keywords and sprinkle them throughout the blog. There's a second beautiful, resource that we have, which is known, and these are Google's related searches. I'm sure that When you've done a search, at the bottom of your search, you'll get related searches. Guess what? Here are keywords, and here are another 8 blogs that I can write. So literally within a few seconds of this presentation, you have a ton of blogs that you can write simply by using the power of Google to help you come up with ideas. But keep in mind, it's important to sprinkle your keywords throughout the blog. So that's point number 2. But speaking of keywords, what's most important is to use long tail keywords. Now, what are long tail keywords? And I'm going to give you an analogy. If I'm a pizza shop owner and I'd like to get traffic, let's say I'm a pizza shop owner in Houston, Texas, and I want to get traffic to my pizza shop. Well, if I write a blog where I talk about, pan pizza, or pizza in general, and I publish the blog, it's probably unlikely that anybody will find me. Why are they not going to find it? Because chances are that Domino's and Papa John's and, all these major chains who are advertising on Google, who are blogging on Google, they're going to drown me. However, if I use long tail keywords and I say, an article about pan pizza. So if you want to pick up the best pan pizza in Houston, Texas, and I use the keywords of pan pizza of Houston, Texas, maybe I mentioned the county or the city that I'm in, then when somebody Googles for pizza and they're in the Houston area, chances are that I'm going to beat out Papa John's and Domino's and all and all the other pizza shops. Well, that's the same with as a real estate investor. It's difficult for us to compete with the big fish in the market in the space, the I buy ugly houses franchises. However, if I say, let's say I specialize in Passaic County, New Jersey, and I say looking to sell a house fast in Passaic County, New Jersey. Now, those people that are querying, asking questions about selling their home in Passaic County, New Jersey, will find me even before the bigger chains. So the use of long tail keywords, they work like magic. It's very important to use that. Please refer to this website in order for you to read things in a little more detail. Now, along with the long tail keywords, when you write a blog, it's important to use semantically related keywords.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
What are semantically related keywords? Keywords that are similar, that are related to the primary keywords in a blog. To that end, we've got another free tool. So we can use a tool called LSI Keywords. And if you go in and you Google LSI Graph, and you can literally, and it's free, you enter a keyword and they will give you sell your house fast. They will give you semantically related keywords. What do we want to do? When we write a blog, we want to repeat our main keyword several times through the blog, but we sprinkle in some other semantically related keywords in the body of the blog. This is for 2 reasons. One, we always write for our reader, but in the back of our minds, we're also writing for Google. Because if we write for both, then the chances are that we end up higher in the SERPs page, search engine results page, is much greater. So when we sprinkle these semantically related keywords in a blog, what happens? Google says, so he's talking about selling a home fast, and there's other related words to that. That gives our blog more authority in the eyes of Google, and at the same time, you can share additional information with your reader.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Moving on from there, I'm going to talk briefly about internal linking and the power of internal linking. And often people that blog don't do this, but I do this, whenever I blog. So what is internal linking? If I'm writing a blog about 12 reasons why you should sell your house to a real estate investor versus listing your home, and I write a blog, let's say about closing costs when you sell a property, and I write a blog about how to sell my house if I'm going through a divorce, or if I've got fire damage, or if, there's a problem with the foundation, then I can interlink the other blogs in the blog that I'm writing. So as I'm writing a blog, I can say, hey, if you want to here are 12 reasons why you might want to sell your home to a real estate investor rather, rather, rather than list your home. And I can interlink these blogs so that when somebody's reading blog post number 1, they'll visit blog post number 8, and so forth and so on. Why is that important? For several reasons. Number 1, it keeps the reader informed. They'll read more of your blogs, more of your content, and now you're positioning yourself as an authority. You're positioning yourself as somebody that's knowledgeable, and you're starting to create that know, like, and trust factor with your website visitors. In addition to that, and this is something to keep in mind, is that when a reader goes to your blog, to your website, and stays on your website for a minute and exits out, that's an indication to Google that maybe your content is not that valuable. But if they read one blog and the second blog and the third blog, and they spend 15 or 20 minutes or a half hour on your website, guess what? Google says, whoever is writing this is providing valuable content. And for that reason, the visitors are staying on the website. That helps you with that SEO, that search engine results page. That's why I also include in all my blogs external links. Now, there's an argument. Some people don't send them somewhere else because you'll lose traffic. I believe, and it's worked for me very well, that when you add external links, so related articles to what you've written to other high authority websites, by linking to high authority websites, it's another check on that box that'll help you with your SEO. Besides the fact that you're sharing other valuable content with your readers. I'm going to just take a tangent for a second. Speaking about keywords, it's important when you use your keywords to be hyper local focused. Unless you work in the entire country, most real estate investors don't. You're usually working in a local market or in a state. Even if you're a wholesaler, you might be concentrating on only a few markets. So it's important for me, as I mentioned before, looking to sell your house fast in Miami, Florida, that's a hyper local focused keyword. If you repeat that several times through your blog, that's very, very effective. The next thing, blog formatting. Now, many people kind of just don't even think about this, but it's important to use graphics and images and GIFs and call outs and headings and bullet points in a blog. At the end of the day, you want your blogs to be easy to read. And the more you format it, the more you include images and GIFs and what have you, it becomes easy to read. Quite often, I'll say, if you pick up Vanity Fair or GQ, you can read the magazine and you don't even feel like you're reading because the spacing, the content is delivered in such a way that it's easy to read. So you want that to do that also with your blog. For that reason, you want to attach attention-grabbing images to your blogs. I like to add infographics as well. quite often what I'll do is I'll also add a video. Keep in mind that every single image on your blog is a portal. It's a way for people to find you because Google indexes infographics, Google indexes images. So if I create a blog and I have, a hero image, a top image, and then several other images, each one of those images is going to be indexed. And it's a way for people to find my blog. And if they find my blog, what do they find? They find your website. So blogging is very effective in that respect. And I mentioned, I think before we started today, I had spoken about uh, the fact that blogging is a way to be able to get leads for a long time. You do it once and you reap rewards for a long time. But the key thing is try to always 90% of your blogs to be evergreen. So the solution for somebody that wants to sell their house if they're getting divorced is not going to change in a week or two. It doesn't mean you don't want to sprinkle maybe some tiny blogs in there as well. With that said, um, please visit this website. You can get plenty of ideas on how to create blogs. I'm going to end just with this point here, and I'm going to the homepage. So I just want to share with you some of the sample blogs that we write. So for instance, how to sell your house with foundation problems, how to sell a house with water damage. So these are all different type of motivated seller, leads blogs. And normally I'll show you what a blog should look like. So we have a hero image. Notice what I put here, and you'll notice right away that what am I doing? I'm using keywords and they're hyper local focused. I'm also using secondary images where these are portals. These are ways for people to find me. I normally will include my website here. So when people visit, they can go to the website. I might throw in a GIF, as you can see here. And you'll notice here's another image. I'll throw in, of course, a call to action and an infographic. So this is what the structure or the tips, the things that should be included in a blog. At the end of the day, what does blogging do? It does several things. So what blogging does, it positions you as an authority. It drives traffic to your real estate investor website. It helps you get visitors, which means you're going to get leads. And then I'll end with this. Blogging works. However, many people find it very frustrating. They don't have either the talent or the time or, to write blogs. Quite often is they just don't have the time, or they don't have anybody on their staff that can write blogs for them. I've heard horror stories about hiring somebody on Fiverr to write blogs for you. What I'm offering today, and thank you for allowing me to share this, is for those of you that believe in blogging or want to increase the blogs that you're doing, I offer what's known as the REI Content Pack. And the REI Content Pack there are 52 blogs, which means you can blog for an entire year. You can post a blog once a week for an entire year. They are SEO optimized blogs that I have personally written, so I haven't given it to a copywriter. I've done it myself. Many of them include infographics. They include videos. Here's my bald head, by the way. They include videos. They include infographics. And the idea is for you to simply copy, paste, personalize the blog, and you can take the credit as though you had written the blog. So you put yourself down as the author. And you have, with the REI Content Starter Pack, you have enough blogs to do for an entire year. The price of the REI Content Pack, by the way, is $297 for the all of it. I know that to hire a good copywriter, for them to do one or two blogs will probably cost you $200 or $300. So I know it's a great offer. So please visit REI Content packs.com in case you're interested in that. Feel free to reach out to me. You can find me at patrickyepez.me. If you're interested, you can reach me there. I'm more than willing to answer any questions that you have, whether it's related to blogging or anything else. I'm an open book, and yes, I'm known as Rayanna Starr, who's an ex Fortune Builder coach, and she's actually has the REI coaching program and a podcast. She gave me that moniker. I like to connect people. I like to help people. I'm one of those people that, as they say, I like to give forward. And so reach out to me if I can be of service to anybody. I've been in this business for many years. I'd be more than happy to share some tidbits of wisdom. And again, if you're interested in the REI content packs, let me know or just visit the website. With that said, I think it's a wrap unless you have some other questions for me.
Amazing. Patrick, thank you so much for jumping on and sharing everything you're doing right now. Honestly, that's incredible. I'm going to have to check this out myself because I did not know that you could do this much with blogs. I'm not going to lie to you. So guys, definitely be sure to reach out to Patrick. We're obviously going to drop all of his links in our YouTube description. So be sure to check that out whenever you get a chance. So, but again, Patrick, my friend, thank you so much for jumping on and sharing all the knowledge with our audience today. And just wishing you nothing but the best, my friend.
My pleasure. Same to you. Same to you. And folks, have a wonderful rest of the day, the rest of the week. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I did, everybody. And as always, my friends, we will see you on the next episode. Take care.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.